So I had an interesting realization about Downtime in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. It all centers around healing on a long rest. So in 5th edition and in 4th edition, whenever your character takes a long rest, you get back all of your hit points. Hey, you're back up and ready to go. Now, for many, this is the reason why 4th and 5th edition has leaned into the heroic or super heroic fantasy idea. The fact that anytime that you face anything, you should basically be fully ready to go, right? But in older editions, when you would take a long rest, you would gain back your hit points incrementally, like little bits. Like I think in like second edition it was like 1 hit point a day, and then in third edition it was your level in hit points a day, and so it takes a while to heal all the way back up. And so this is the time for older editions that you would use downtime. And I never really thought about that. Whereas in 5th edition, there's not really a built-in mechanic for when to use downtime other than when you are given or when you grab it by the horns, right? And I think that that is part of what is kind of a lost art in 5th edition. Now, I am not saying that people don't prefer to get all their hit points back. There are many people, my groups included, who prefer just to get the hit points back so we can go back and keep going rather than role playing through well, now you got to go back to town and sit there for a few days until you're allowed to go back in and restart the whole adventure. For many, that is not what they prefer. But on the other hand, for others, and myself at times included, I do enjoy a game in which you are forced to choose between pushing that extra little bit or retreating so that way you don't have to then lose weeks when you bite off way more than you can chew. So I just think it's an interesting thing, and I realized when I learned how to play D&D, I learned in 3rd edition, but no one was there to explain to me that this seemingly sort of the intent, like this is when you use your downtime. So we just looked at it as a huge barrier to playing the game, and like this unnecessary, annoying part of it that we tried to ignore as much as possible, right? I also believe that this is sort of why clerics got kind of a bad rap. Playing a cleric got a bad rap because you became the heal state because nobody wanted to rest for like days or weeks at a time. So they'd be like, cleric, heal us all the way back up the top and burn all of your abilities so we may continue forward, right? And I don't know. I think there's something there. I think if I were to ever go back and play 3rd edition, I would definitely go back to it with a slightly different mindset as to what it means to have to rest for days and what you can do during that time. And I think that may create a very different experience. So anyway, those are my thoughts.